Wise men say only fools rush in, for I can't help falling in love with you.
I used to go to the Cobb, to socialise. That was the place to go. And then one night, my girlfriends and I walked in, and there was this new guy on the stage. And I turned around to my friend and I just said, I'm going to marry him one day. And she said, who is he? And I said, I don't know. But I'm going to marry him one day. Yeah, I just fell in love with him. Boom, just like that. Love at first sight. How could you not? Look.
She just threw her underwear on stage.
I did not. He tells the kids that all the time. You weren't the Beatles, you weren't Elvis. We've been married 25 years.
For the young musicians coming on here in Rotorua, I think they're very lucky. I think there's a lot of people here in Rotorua doing some good things. People like Richard Anaru, Jack Grace, Alicia Holton. When I look back at myself at the same age, it was very much a closed group and it was hard to break into. When I went overseas, I felt more comfortable just singing in front of people I didn't know. I went over there in 1987, me and a couple of my friends. But I remember we bought a car on a Wednesday. On a Thursday, we decided to drive to Perth from Brisbane, not knowing how far it was. Jerry Merritt lived in Perth at the time. I also knew his daughter, Moana. And Moana used to run a kapa haka group over there. I started getting a few songs together and Moana said to me, well, why don't you come along with us and you can sing all the Kiwi homesick favourites, like your Shira Moana Marie's and your Pearly Shells and all that sort of stuff. And we used to travel all around West Australia performing these shows for these little mining towns and Kiwis that were living in very remote places, and it was such a hit. When I come back, not long after I got back, Big Fresh was built here in Rotorua. It was quite funny at Big Fresh because we were stuck between the toilet rolls and the dog food. So there's dog food there and toilet rolls over there. But I used to go and watch Joe Daniels. He was such a craftsman with his entertainment. He would just make up a story about someone's birthday in the place and get everybody clapping, and this person wasn't even there.
Oh, that's where you get it from.
And there's myself, Joe, Rob Patterson and Sid Hughes. It was a fantastic place to play at the supermarket. Then when I moved to the Cobb & Co., I learned from other craftsmen like John McRae. John McRae was a fantastic entertainer.
I learnt to sing before I could talk. I knew all the words to the ABBA songs. I was ABBA. I was the blonde one. I couldn't string a sentence together and talk to anybody, but I could sing them an ABBA song. Well, I didn't really think I was a singer. I just loved it. And my brother, my oldest brother, he bought me my first microphone and he used to tell me I could sing. So I was in the shower singer. And at the time I met Bruce, he was singing with Chrissy Knapp. And they'd get me up through the night. They'd say, we're going to get you up to do a song. And I'd be so nervous. Chrissy had moved to Australia and sort of made sense that we started doing something together.
We decided not to go out of Rotorua and do anything extravagant. We just stayed small time, picking up gigs around bars and clubs, and we did lots of private functions. There was a bit of a dark time doing our music. I had cancer. I was working in the daytime at my day job as a mechanic, and then I was gigging at night time, and then I was having chemotherapy during the day. And yeah, it was quite a hard time for us, and we were just sort of keep our heads above water.
Still trying to smile and sing those songs. And that was tough, eh?
We were told we couldn't have children.
Couldn't have any more. Lucky to have Nats, which we were, you know. She's my best friend.
Lo and behold, our miracle son came out, which was Hohaia.
But he used to sort of listen to gangster rap and we'd hear it coming out of the shower. He'd be in the shower and hear this language. And then one day we heard Pavarotti coming out of the bathroom. We were like, what? Be into it. He said, I've started learning to sing opera with Alicia Holton. It's not something that he would announce to us. He'd just quietly go off and do it on his own. Both our children are like that. Our daughter's a beautiful singer. Beautiful. But it's just not her thing. You know, she's more into dance and painting and that side of art, photography.
Oh, hi. He's been in fortunate circumstances of being able to perform with some well-known performers. He's performed live with Solomeo, and probably the height of it all, he had the opportunity to perform for Meghan and Prince Harry. We still really love what we do, and we're fully acoustic now. So I've got this little setup where I play guitar, I've got a harmonica as well, and then I've got these foot drums set up. So I sort of do 4 things at once. I play the bass, the harmonica, the guitar, and then my drums are set up. So, and then Leah,
I don't do anything.
She sings. I'd say would suit the Sunday afternoon or cruisy afternoon sort of style of music. Fleetwood Mac. Leah sings Adele.
You know, Bruce still puts his collar up and does a bit of Elvis.
Take my hand, take my whole